just that old that the blacks have faded out that much. But
yeah, that might be. Maybe
we're ready to go green here, Doug. Take it away with the Vintage Modified Tour.
Maybe they went through the wash a few times or something. So Robert Johnson off to the good start in the 56. He gets the jump on Gauthier as they head down to turn number 1. To the bottom of the racetrack he goes. Megan Siglich pulls along in third. In the 19, she finished second in her qualifying heat. Like we said, a mix of cars from the modified and the actual vintage division. The first 3 cars are actually in the modified division. And then the 4th place car, that's a vintage car. That is the 29 of Joe Makowski. Johnson leads lap number 1. Gauthier in second. The 19 of Megan Siglich still in the number 3 spot as they work into turn number 3. Beautiful racetrack, and here comes Siglich gaining on Gauthier for the runner-up spot as we work lap number 2. They work down the backstretch. Johnson, Gauthier, and Siglich 1, 2, and 3. Makowski in 4th, the 72. That is Jeff Mitchell in the scout frame. He runs in position number 5. Brad Litzenberger at 6. He won the vintage portion of the show last night. And the 00, of course, and Sarah Wilson at the back of the pack. Working lap number 4 of this 15 lap Dirt Modified Nostalgia Tour feature. The tour will be at Utica Rome Speedway tomorrow. 17 races they will run over the course of the 2019 racing season. You see Johnson hitting off the gas a little early. It's still a little greasy out there right now. We've got a good race shaping up back here for 4th, 5th, and 6th as these cars on the front stretch battle. I like that 29 car of Joe Makowski. It's on a 79 Monte Carlo frame. So basically, same type of frame that a lot of the stock cars you used to see back in the 80s and 90s were based on. I didn't know there were any of those Monte Carlo frames left, Barry. I thought they were all, especially up here, a lot of them rusted out years ago. So they've been recycled several times over, probably, in that case. The 00, that's Darrell Wilson. He's going to see a race later come by him here in just a second. Robert Johnson will tiptoe to the outside. Now up into position number 4 goes the 72 of Jeff Mitchell as he made his way around the Makowski car. And here comes Litzenberger trying to work the inside of Makowski down here in turn number 1 as the leaders work past the slower car of Darrell Wilson. So 1, 2, and 3 right here in the front stretch, Barry.
I'll tell you what, it's great to see guys really putting these older machines through their paces. You know, some of the other antique car.
Yes, and there'll be higher car counts down the road. It is still a little early in the season, and a lot of these cars are based out of Canada. So this is a pretty good haul for them to make it down here as we see our race leader. Well, actually, the margin from first to second has shrunk considerably as the 00 beginning to slow down here in turn number 1.
Yeah, we can see his hand up. He's trying to get to the pit area.
Makowski's going to go to the outside. So
everybody looks like they're going to go to the outside.
He might not make it. No, he's going to make it out of the pit area. So what this did is this did tighten up the top 3 as they're going to get 5 to go when they come around this top.
So you say your next stop is over at Utica Rome. Other than gears, would these guys really do a whole lot to change things to double the track in size?
That's really about it. I mean, obviously, you know, the standard things you would do for any bigger track, like you mentioned, gear, a little less stagger, things of these nature. And of course, like the car of Robert Johnson's here, I mean, this is a fairly new car, a Detroiter, so you could actually move weight around, do a lot of things at that point to get the car to do what you want, where these older chassis pretty much tire stagger and really outside of, you know, drastic weight changes because they just don't flex and do the things that these newer cars do. So they're more drive-by to the seat of your pants, almost the way, you know, cars used to be 40 years ago. Regular street cars even.
All right, so we're getting into the final stages here, Doug. Why don't you bring us on home?
3 laps left to go as Johnson continues to lead in that 02 Troyer. He now has Litzenberger in the 88 as a little bit of a cushion there, and he will see 2 to go this time as they come by. So Johnson in front, the 5 of Gauthier is second, the 19 of Siglich is third, and then 4th is the 72 of Jeff Mitchell. As they work down the backstretch, white flag will come out for Johnson as he comes around this time. Final lap for Robert Johnson is looking to double up on the weekend. He won last night at Pencan, looking to make it 2 for 2. Started out the season with a second place run at Land of Legends, so this will be 2 out of 3 if he can make it across the line this time. through 3 and 4 for the final time. Robert Johnson is going to get the win in the Dirt Modified Nostalgia Tour feature. Second place and a good run for Gauthier, Chip Gauthier. They changed the carburetor and the pits in between, and obviously that was a good change. Megan Siklich comes home in third, the 72 of Jeff Mitchell in fourth. And nice job by the Dirt Modified Nostalgia Tour.